Is the Brick Commentary Central. You're listening to BCC Podcast. It is Monday, July 22nd of 2024, and you're listening to episode 403 of the BCC Podcast. I'm LQ, and joining me today is Maluris.
We're back in the 300th episodes, guys, but we still beat TTV.
Also, Mace.
Hello.
And Ford.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
You guys have become so dull in your old age.
Yeah, like, I gave a good intro. What's up with hi? Hello.
Okay, so Mace, see, you were distracted before you got here. What is it that is so distracting?
Well, that's a more of a off air answer.
Hey, you brought it on air.
Oh, true, but I don't think you actually want me to tell the general audience.
What can you have that I would care about? What are you doing that involves me?
Man was making out, okay? Like, jeez. Get with the times, okay?
I'm typing it in the chat.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
It was not making out. I repeat, it was not making out.
And you do not. I doubt you want me to be telling the general audience what I saw.
I mean, I actually don't really care, but for their sake, I guess I'll be kind to them.
Yes. They don't need to know who is being...
Mace has been looking up certain people on Twitter.
Yes, I have, and it's very disturbing.
Why are you subjecting
maladjusted.
yourself to this?
Because I was trying to find the website that I told you about, but I can't get back to it.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh,
no!
The website is lost.
The website
I hope
got
it's
deleted.
gone.
Oh, it's still there. I just can't access it, and trying to find a back route did not work.
It's a private website?
Yeah. Well,
Did
I
you
don't know
find
what
out?
the username isn't okay. So the domain name isn't anything I remember,
What about your
and it
history?
wasn't any. I can check that maybe.
Okay, after the podcast.
Clearing out
Right,
the
I have to
browser
go back
history
months.
real quick.
Well, you can search your history if you remember some keywords.
You see, I did try searching some keywords and I did not get
So what are you up to, Ford? Something less ominous?
it.
No. Just my wife just came over and is very curious at what we're talking about now.
So is the audience.
Yeah.
And we're going to keep it a secret.
You can
Donate to
show
our
her the chat if
Patreon.
you want to.
Well,
Have
ask her to
Patreon.
make you some cookies like my wife made for me and Kevin.
Could you go make me those
nice.
cookies with nuts in them?
I still have the nut.
You have the nuts?
The nut that they give you in the wood.
Cool. Go make me some cookies with nuts in them.
Okay, I will.
What makes it funnier is that Ford's gonna die when he eats the cookie.
Anything for to become
It'll be
funny.
worth it. It'll be worth it for the
It's
meme.
like, we'll remember
Yeah,
Ford
that's
as
a lie.
funny, even though in life he wasn't.
So, we got a couple of topics today. We're going to be going over the Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy sets. They're a little more interesting than the regular Star Wars fare. Then we've also got a leaked Marvel 2025 set list.
Ooh.
So we'll be going over that for a bit. So let's hop right into it with the new Dark Falcon set.
Oh, we're going for the big one already. Okay.
Oh, baby. This isn't the big one. This is the large one.
Well, this is like the first one revealed, so...
Okay.
I swear we had talked about this in the podcast before, but no one can actually find proof of that. So
I'm pretty sure we didn't talk about it.
I guess it's interesting to have a Millennium Falcon in black, the other most popular color for Star Wars ships, but honestly,
Black and red.
yeah. I mean, the red visor's
I mean,
cool.
Darth Jar Jar's fun.
Yeah.
But you buy this for the minifigures.
Yeah.
Obviously, like, only 2 or 3 minifigures are cool, but
I
it's
mean,
for the minifigures.
The ship. The ship is cool.
Ships.
I like a Falcon.
I think
mean,
Lord's gonna buy this.
I'm
like-
gonna buy this.
I feel like, yeah, if you have a Falcon already, you don't feel super motivated to buy a new Falcon unless it's
That's a
black.
good point.
Can they make like a red one and a blue one? I'd like a blue Falcon. I think that's cool.
Isn't that Lando's Falcon?
It was
in
mostly
the,
white. I want
Solo?
primarily blue with
We don't talk about
orange
that movie.
visors like Ice Planet.
That would be kind of cool. With the orange, yeah.
Or a white Falcon with orange visors like Mars Mission.
I see.
But I like this one. This is like the creativity I've been waiting to see.
I
For a
do
while.
like how Lego, now that it's kind of like a...
It's like, oh, I remember when these were revealed. It was around the time that that really
Revealed or
awful.
the first leak?
No, I think it was either the first leak or the reveal. I don't remember which. It was the episode where they revealed the lesbian space witches in the Acolyte show, and everybody was like, "Wow, this is awful." And then I made a comment like because this came out, and I'm like, I'm so glad Lego just decided to do its own thing instead of the black lesbian space witches.
That's my thing. It's
Anyway.
like, with how oversaturated the Star Wars shows are, and it's not like, the Star Wars shows, like, Andor, it's
Yeah.
not like, oh yeah, let's get an Andor set out
It's
there.
like the guy who's in charge of like the Lego Star Wars team is just like, all right, so what's coming up this year in Star Wars land? And then he sees the Acolyte and he's just like, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing.
I do like
Let's
how
just
they're...
like make our own thing. Let's see how that goes.
And I mean, to be fair, this is like the first thing that they've made based off of one of their special things, right? Like, they had
No.
no.
The Freemakers,
made-
right?
Yeah.
Did they
they've
have
made
Freemakers?
plenty of
I
them.
was going.
There's another one.
Didn't they make stuff for the holiday special?
Yes, they
Yeah,
had
they
a.
did make one set for that.
Yeah.
Did,
Did
now
they
it
make
did-
a
include
set,
Lumpy.
or did they have just the holiday calendar?
I think they made a set.
They made a
Okay.
full set.
They
with
made a
Rey.
set and after they made
Everything.
the calendar, like a year later.
And that was like the
or
first set
something
that
like
had Rey's lightsaber in it.
Yeah. And then
the
who could forget Jack 14?
Well, that. I guess you're right. You're right. My bad. I misspoke. I misstepped.
I don't remember Jack 14.
How do you not remember Jack 14?
I don't remember who that is.
Oh, the guy with the crystal arm.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy. I forgot all about it.
Mace has
Yeah.
no idea who we're talking about.
No, the Lego character with the translucent blue arm who
See?
wears clone armor.
Oh,
and
he
has black hair.
does.
Okay, I know exactly.
Does
I'm not
he
pretend.
know?
Why would I pretend? I say when I don't know things.
Look cool in front of Ford.
Does
Jack
Mace,
is, I don't. Is Jack
Exactly.
really
You would never
cool?
do that.
Mace doesn't know Jack 14? Is he stupid?
I prove that I do. But to
Um,
answer your question,
But this
But
time
yeah,
they're
this
going
is
a
in a
little
new
more
thing.
crazy.
Which I don't mind. I don't mind it at all.
Right.
so is the guy with the blue milk supposed to be Luke if it was just Mark Hamill?
Pretty much.
Mark
Unfo-
Hamill wishes he looked that good.
Mark Hamill
Yeah.
wishes he could still drink blue milk.
Mark Hamill wishes he could still get a job.
Mark Hamill still wishes his son would abort their daughter.
Oh. I wasn't
I
gonna
mean,
go
it's
there,
true.
but you're right.
Real people.
Good times.
Mhm.
Okay, Samuro Man says they've also made stuff for Skeleton Crew. It's already been leaked. I don't even know what Skeleton Crew is.
It's the one
The one
where
starring
Jude Law is
Joker.
totally not a pedophile.
Wait, why are we always talking about pedophiles?
Because we cover entertainment media, and that's Hollywood, baby.
First it's Mr. Beast's friend, now it's Jude Law.
Yeah.
I don't see any references to something wrong with Jude Law. Let's not
No, I
ruin Jude Law for
I
me
think he was
today.
supposed to be playing in Skeleton Crew. That sounds right, I believe.
I've literally
Yeah.
never heard of Skeleton Crew.
No, so it's about like a bunch of kids who are on a ship with Jude Law.
Oh.
They are the Skeleton Crew.
Yeah.
Skeleton
Do you
Crew
not
is
know
in
the term
shorthanded.
skeleton crew?
I know what Skeleton Crew means, but it usually doesn't mean children.
Well, yeah,
True.
it's about
This time it
kids.
does.
They have the son of the guy that played on Jabba's sail barge after his dad died in a terrorist attack.
Apparently.
Rogue. And I don't think that's
Oh, and
real,
apparently
is it?
there's also a droid in it that looks like the Terminator, and he's played by Steve Urkel.
Wait, they got
Oh.
Steve Urkel in this?
They got Jaleel White.
Playing a skeleton-like robot because it's the
Yes.
skeleton.
It's the skeleton
Crew.
crew.
Subtle.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's confirmed to be. Are they trying to do a Stranger Things thing, basically?
Probably. I think that's what they're going
Probably,
for. It has that same like. I think there is even like a poster that came out not too long ago from like a Hobby Lobby thing or whatever, because that's how we market these things now. And it looked eerily like Stranger Things, like that first like poster you see when you look at it on Netflix or whatever.
So Jude Law is not a pedophile.
I hope not.
Okay.
Well, he was. He was Dumbledore though, and he's
Oh,
gay.
that's
So,
All right, let's move on.
I gotta say, it was quite interesting to see that they're doing the Infinity's Vader, or at least like a take on that in this set.
What is the Infinity's Vader? I thought this was one after the comic.
Well, yeah, that it's from Infinities. Star Wars Infinities. It's when Darth Vader gets redeemed, and he wears a white suit at the end of
in
Return
the
of the
comic,
Jedi.
you know?
In the comic, yeah. I thought that was a very deep cut. I like that. In the Dark Falcon set.
I like the
mean.
one where Yoda crashes a Death Star into Coruscant in a terrorist attack and kills, like, everyone.
Is this a thing?
That was
yeah.
another Infinities
Yeah.
comic, yeah.
How?
There-
He just takes over the Death Star, like, using
So,
mind tricks, and then...
for your edification, Infinities is like Star Wars What If.
No, I get that. I get that. I know what
Yeah.
you're referring to. I just don't know all the stories. But then that does make an interesting point. If they could always get that close to the Death Star and could have technically probably landed on it, they could have just gotten to the control room.
But then you're worse than the Empire by killing all those people.
Not if you crash it into Endor.
No, Yoda crashed it straight into Coruscant, you know? Just
Yeah,
like...
yeah, Yoda was an idiot.
Kevin, you're giving me PTSD flashbacks to the guy who said that Anakin blew up the Death Star. Please stop.
Well, let's see. If you could crash the Death Star into any planet, which planet would you crash it into?
Tatooine, there's nothing on it.
What about Watto?
Oh, you're right. If he's still alive, I can't do it.
Can I crash it into Earth to end my suffering?
There's
No, you're already crashing. Your suffering will end. It's about the suffering of others.
Oh, great.
What about that planet with where the Tau or whoever?
The
Little
Talls.
guys.
Oh, I would crash it into Dathomir. I hate those stupid witches.
Are they all
I
dead?
hate what they-
They
Well,
are most
What?
I think they're dead at that point.
Well, they're zombies. I gotta kill them.
Thank you, Mr. Grievous.
Yep.
I think the men are still alive, though.
Grievous didn't finish the job.
Yeah, they are.
The men are still alive. He didn't finish
But
the
that
job.
means they'll just die out.
Yeah. That's going to be a problem for
Not
them.
not the entire species, just that subsection of
That's why we
Zabraks.
crashed the
Are
Death
there
Star.
no female Zabraks?
There are. Like, Suki,
Yeah.
the bounty hunter.
But this is why we need to crash the Death Star into the planet to destroy it. Then we can end their suffering.
Anyway,
I
then
mean,
we
if
got
they're on
Bounty
Death
Hunter
Star.
C-3PO, which I think is one of the less interesting ones.
You don't
Yeah.
recognize him because of the gray arm.
It's black.
Is it? Oh,
Yeah,
you
they're
can't
little
recognize him because of the
overly
black arm.
And not
It's
even...
K2SO.
And he has... They gave him the
Is
silver leg.
C-3PO 2 black?
They gave him the silver leg, but they did not give him a dual molded silver leg.
Yeah, that dual mold is like exclusive.
Terrible.
No, it's in 2 things now.
Yeah, I know, but it's still like a high end sort of thing. It's not for the play scale stuff, unfortunately.
They're still making it, so they might as well just make more.
Hmm. Oh, I just noticed something about the Luke. He's got Padme's charm necklace.
Oh, you're right, he does. That was buried with her. This has bad implications.
So,
Hmm.
no, what the implications are, since Darth Vader's a good guy, I don't know.
If he's a
They
good
robbed
guy,
the grave
then-
together, you know? Like, I don't know.
yeah, I guess they're grave
Yeah, that
robbers.
Padme never died.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at first, but it's just like, he is in a Darth Vader suit, though.
It's like he's good again. He's just like, all right, where's the pendant I gave Padme? Oh, he buried it with her. You did what?
Wait, you mean she's actually dead? Because the Emperor lied about, like, him not having kids or anything, so it's just like, yeah, no, Padme's, dead. She's been alive the whole time.
Who's this next guy?
That's an original character.
It's
Dev.
my OC.
Yes, his name is Dev.
Bella.
Apparently, he
Gay
is bad.
Dev.
Bella.
It looks okay.
Then, I think the main reason anyone's interested in this, we got the Darth Jar Jar.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
It actually is a really nice torso print.
My main issue, though, they're bringing in Darth Jar Jar, but I doubt they're going to address the Darth Jar Jar theory that he was Darth Jar Jar the entire time.
I think they might, actually.
I don't know.
Well, I
think
mean,
it's
if
just
you-
more like, oh, look, it's funny because Darth Jar Jar, get it?
I mean, if you get this set, you'll live out your wildest fantasies with this character.
And what does that even mean?
Then, the most boring of them all, Dark Ray.
Her lightsaber is
yeah.
literally a pair of binoculars.
You know what makes this even more
The
sad?
goofy
She doesn't
Gollum.
have the creepy Gollum face.
What?
They didn't
Has-
even give her the
Maybe she has
Gollum
a
teeth.
reversible head.
No, no.
Did
On the
she
other
have
side, it's
them in
just
that
like,
movie that I only ever watched once.
Yeah.
yeah.
only
I haven't
watched
even
it once
seen it, and
too,
I still
but-
meme that scene.
She briefly went Bilbo.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been more disappointed in theaters than watching that movie.
I've been more disappointed in the fact that I expected better from a movie and came out with less. I knew what I was walking into with this.
I still think about your reaction, like after you got back. You're just like, Ford, you were right.
That never happened.
Yes, you did. You said that.
No
I
one
can
ever.
literally-
You said I was right.
I can literally search our chat right now.
If
No,
it's-
you spoke it to me.
Ford, I didn't call you when I got back from the theater. It was late.
It was after you saw the movie. Okay,
Uh-huh.
it was after you saw the movie. We were on call, and I asked how
But
was
one
the
of the
movie,
first thing
and you were like, Ford, you were right.
that would have never happened.
I don't think this happened, Ford. Look, I admit when I say
Okay,
you're
chat.
right. But Mace, yeah, you're
Which one is lying? Which one is lying?
Ford, Mace, you're a nonpartisan party, right?
I think.
Look
So-
at this fence sitter. Look at this fence sitter. Doesn't take
And
a side.
You would have been around for this. So who
I don't
is
recall
right?
you ever having said that. though.
And you'd
You definitely
remember
didn't
if I
say
said
that you
wouldn't
think Ford
you?
is right to me.
Well, wait, was
If
he
you had
there?
said
I
those
don't
words
think he
to
was
me,
there.
I would've-
Who was there?
Nobody
I
was
I think
there
it was
because
just.
it never
I think
happened.
it was just. I think it was just the three of us. I'm pretty
Really?
sure it was just.
Wait,
three
no,
of
who's
us.
the third? Kevin?
Yeah, Kevin.
Then why don't I remember this ever happening? Because it didn't.
I mean, I remember
Okay.
you being very disappointed in the movie.
Yeah,
and I was
no,
like, well, I warned you of this, and then you were like, yep, you were right.
No, that's
I
like I can admit, like, yeah, I came onto the call and said, no, that was the worst Star Wars movie I have ever seen in my life. Like, literally, that's why I told my dad out of the theater, and he was like, oh no, it's fine. Like, they had the Emperor,
That was the
and that
worst?
was cool. And it's just like,
oh yeah, that was definitely the worst.
yeah, that was 100% the worst Star Wars movie. Period.
I mean,
Like,
I was on that bandwagon like 4 years earlier, so
It wasn't out yet, Ford.
no, I walked out of Force Awakens. It was like that was one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
But that's not the same thing. Force Awakens is like fine compared to this thing.
yeah, like in comparison, at least Force Awakens doesn't leave me completely offended at my core as a fan. Like,
but in the Rise of Skywalker, he can convince you that you've done no wrong, just by yourself.
what are you talking about?
Isn't that what he does in that movie? Like,
no.
You
like
didn't even
his
watch the
son,
movie,
like
Ford.
his son, like conjures up a memory of his father, so he convinces himself that he's done no wrong.
You're talking about the Han Solo scene?
Yeah.
That's not at all what happens.
Then what happens? What happens?
Harrison Ford showed up for a paycheck. That's kind of what happened there.
Oh, okay. You're looking at it in more of a meta context, I see.
No, but what you said literally isn't what happened either.
Pretty sure that's what happened.
Ford, I
It's
saw
not
the movie.
quite.
Yeah,
Then
mate.
tell me what happened. And don't make it a meta
His
thing.
dad, he doesn't say that he didn't do anything wrong. His imaginary dad just forgives him for all the wrong that he did. But
Imagine.
he doesn't say he didn't do anything wrong.
But if his dad is imaginary and it's all in his head, then technically the bad guy convinced himself that he's done no wrong.
Canon ain't real no more. That was probably his real dad. Let's face it.
Like,
This
with
is
how the
Disney Star
canon
Wars,
is,
that
it's
was
probably a
probably
Force
the real
Ghost of
Han.
Han. Let's just, put it out there. Probably Force
But they
Ghost
said it
Han.
was a memory.
Who said?
It wasn't.
They-
He literally says that.
Well, they don't mean like a literal memory. They
Like,
mean
it
like
didn't happen. Like, he was just talking to his dad when he was in an angsty mood or something. And he's just remembering that or something. It's just like, I forgive you for spilling the beans all over the carpet.
It's like Gusteau and Ratatouille.
Yeah, Gusteau. Like,
Well,
he's
yeah,
just
he's
a figment of
his
the imagination.
so
But
he's not real.
but
So
Remy
therefore, he must have conjured it up
literally-
from his mind, and he's just convincing himself.
literally, Remy would not have
But
done
how
it
do we
without
explain
Gusteau.
the how do we explain the facial hair he grew then? Well, he
Yeah, the facial hair. It was
He
not
couldn't be
memory.
bothered to shave.
He
Guys,
did-
the further we argue this with Ford,
I
the further we
forgot
gotta
to watch
remember that
Stony
Ford
and-
this is a memory of the movie to Ford.
Wait.
This is just what he has conjured up in his own mind. This
Yeah.
isn't even the movie we're arguing against.
Ford hasn't even watched the movie.
Never gonna.
don't do it. Don't do it.
Like the thing is, it's so bland. You can't even watch it ironically.
And it, like,
Yeah.
if you
No,
thought
I
The Last
remember. I
Jedi-
remember.
No,
I remember
you don't
saying like,
remember.
"Oh, no. Listen,
It,
I
it was
remember
just a memory,
asking-
Ford.
I remember asking you guys if you wanted to like riff it on our 2020 trip,
Oh,
and you
yeah.
were like, "No, I never want to see that crap again."
Well,
Not fun
Ford,
enough
we
to get
completely
on.
100% agree that we don't want to watch this movie. Like, it's bad. Like, me and Liam had said, it's
What are we
the-
gonna say?
like,
Well, that was
bad.
some bad writing.
The fact that you're, like, arguing the fact that we're saying it's bad is kind of weird here.
I'm not
Are you trying to
arguing
say
with
this movie
you
is
that-
good?
I'm not saying that.
It's like the worst Star Wars movie I've ever seen, and that's just my experience with it.
I'm
Like,
just saying.
completely
I guess you have a
terrible.
really low bar if that's the worst one you've seen.
That is the... What the...
Ford, you haven't seen it.
Because the worst one is clearly The Force Awakens. It destroyed everything.
Ford, that's a meta context. You're not analyzing it as cinema.
You're
Yes, I
thinking too
am.
much. Listen, it was directed by the same guy who gave you The Force Awakens. It was literally J.J. Abrams.
The Force Awakens, I could still watch and be fine.
Like, Force Awakens, it's like, it doesn't offend you. Like, it kills off Han Solo, and it's like, oh no. well,
I mean,
characters
you know
die.
what? Yeah,
You
you know
know?
what? You're right.
Characters
It's not
die.
offensively bad. You know which one is offensively bad? Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Solo is an offensively bad movie.
It
Solo's bad, like, but it's definitely not the worst one I saw because I saw the Rise of Skywalker, and it's just like, okay,
It could be
All right.
argued Solo is more egregious, but
Oh yeah,
it's
I mean,
also, I think, more competently made despite the reshoots.
I
okay.
have no people. Han, Solo.
What if
That's a
he's
good
literally-
name.
See, Solo at least is the Morbius of the Star Wars movie.
oh,
Yes.
he's soloing.
No, no.
And he went to the gate and he soloed.
He goes
Soloed all over?
solo down at the. And they do have Woody
Holy
Harrelson
cow.
and
He
like,
got
John
kicked out of
Favreau's
the-
a monkey. Like,
He got
it's
kicked
all
out of
fun.
Flight Academy for having a solo.
It was. So yeah, Solo's not great, but Solo has fun scenes. Like I liked seeing the Sabacc scene. That's fine. But Solo is offensive, and it's like, yeah, everything you know about Han Solo happened in the span of 24 hours, and nothing else. And
He was
all
just
the
having a
Nyrick
really
is
good
not
day, and then
really
it was
selling
downhill from there.
the fact that he's Han Solo. He's selling the fact that he's a space scoundrel, sure, but not Han.
Have you ever wanted to take the wings off an X-Wing and put them on a TIE fighter despite the fact it was already Lego?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nope.
May I see it?
Never one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No.
Ugh. Yeah, this is one of the least interesting sets of the wave.
I don't know. I'm into it. I love the uglies.
Let's see. Ford gets it.
I get it. Yeah.
Well, what am I doing siding with Ford on something?
Can
Never
we? Can
mind.
we? Wait. Can we get this in a Y-wing variety?
Do you think they're gonna make more with swappable wings?
No.
It would be an interesting little like.
It would be
series,
kind of cool though.
Just like
yeah,
Starlink?
yeah. Sure.
Okay. N1 and Vulture Droid.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I see it.
No.
I remember what N1 looks like.
Naboo Starfighter.
How
the Naboo
dare
Starfighter.
you.
There's something else that Star Wars has
Forrest.
that, like, revealed or leaked earlier today. We don't have them today, but
Today.
there's apparently like an E-Wing starfighter now.
E-Wing.
And why do they just keep going through the letters? That's a stupid way to name shit.
That was like
Anyway,
a year ago, man.
Wait, let me see what wing it was. Maybe it was a B-Wing.
Well, there's already been
B-Wing?
a B-Wing.
They're making a new B-Wing?
20 years.
It was a Napoleon Dynamite tater tots ad.
Oh.
I can't find it now.
Yeah, okay. Thanks for making
like this
it all up.
I like this set. It's got a lot of interesting stuff.
Not a lot of interesting figures, though. Although I suppose McDonald's R2 is okay.
His name is L3G0.
Do you understand the reference, guys? It's for Ogle backwards, so classic reference.
That was my favorite villain.
Is he related to Vladik?
Yes.
Is he
He's
stupid?
Vladik's great grandfather.
I don't have too much more to say on this one.
But yeah, like the whole thing is like uglies.
I think my
Yep.
mouse is going out. I can't drag things as far as I used to.
Rip.
Bruh.
Speaking of dragging things out, have we talked about this set enough?
Oh, I thought you were gonna bring up what was going on in the chat earlier.
What do you mean?
What was going on in the chat earlier?
Well, the reason he was so late.
Oh,
Oh, that's.
I mean, he did say
Speaking of
dragging things
dragging
out,
things
so
out.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
this one, I think it was Walmart. Let me check some Barrel Man's comment on that. Yeah, Walmart put out Jedi Bob Starfighter early. You guys remember Jedi Bob?
Yes.
He's like the one thing
Legendary.
I'm so excited about for
Are
this
you gonna
whole
get
thing.
it?
Maybe.
You
If
still
I
haven't
had
built that
room-
pod racer.
I don't have any room.
Well, now you've got
anywhere.
a new apartment that has like ceilings that are like 25 feet tall, so you can get a really tall shelf.
But I.
Ooh.
You can
Just
put
do
all your
it.
Funko Pop and Lego up.
Oh, okay. Now that you mention it.
I'd like to have Jedi Bob and Darth Jar Jar. They'd be very fun additions
Yeah.
to my collection.
I'm not so impressed with the build on this one. It's just not as good.
I mean, the build is nothing. You're buying it for Jedi Bob.
Yeah. Or Admiral Stormtrooper Bar.
Yeah, but like the X-wing and the Tie Fighter, they looked okay. The Falcon's the Falcon. It's always going to be great. But this is just like it's trying to be Anakin's modified starfighter from the Tartakovsky Clone Wars, but it just there's so much missing.
Well, actually, I think it's just trying to be Jedi Bob Starfighter.
I guess. And it fits for the time, for the time that Jedi Bob like came into the world,
The
Right.
2000s.
the 2000s.
It's not blocky enough for that.
I don't know. I think it's well, that's the reason why I don't really like it. It's too blocky to be a Jedi starfighter, which are small and angular.
It
It does kind of
wheels.
remind me of a Star Wars vehicle, and I haven't said that about a new Star Wars vehicle in a long time.
Yeah,
See? It's got that nostalgia factor.
I guess. I mean, it's not bad. It's just I'm not really too jived about it.
Yeah, I only want Jedi Bob
Mhm.
and Darth Jar Jar, so
Yeah.
I can put them next to each other amongst my Spider-Man.
The two lost souls.
What do you think the thought process behind the Akbar Trooper was?
Wait, wasn't there a
Literally
7-9
nothing.
There's a
Yeah.
9 figure coming out. Yes.
Which
I
one
think-
was that coming in?
One of
It
those
wasn't in
The
Rebuild
Sarlacc.
the Galaxy
Galaxy.
then. Okay.
It was
Yeah.
not.
Listen.
Oh, did there was another leak? R2KT is going to be in a set
Oh yeah, I did see that.
with.
I haven't seen that one. I saw Sombrero Man.
yeah,
posted
so
the
it's,
Skeleton Crew set.
Yeah, so it's going to be a. You know those battle packs from 2008 with the stormtroopers and the fleet troopers.
Sure.
So like the stormtroopers had a dropship, and then the rebel troopers
Yeah.
had like the speeder.
Remember
So it's-
how I said the dropship was from the Force Unleashed, and you guys were like, "No, it's not." And it's like, "Yeah, it's not," but it's actually from the Force Unleashed, and you're
No,
like,
it's not.
See? That's what I'm
It's
saying.
literally not.
Yeah, but anyways, it's just like, yeah. It's
Okay,
from
so-
that.
Yeah, so they're making that a set like that combines the two, and it comes with R2KT. Anyway,
Is that the pink one?
yeah.
I thought it was cute.
The
KT.
is it
Oh.
QTKT
No,
or R2KT?
It's R2KT. I am passionate about this because this is 501st lore.
The Onyx Cinder. What is this thing?
It kind of looks familiar. Like I've seen this model of ship in something else.
Black Panther.
Yeah, I mean it does look like that. doesn't
Prager's
it?
ship from Chima.
Oh, Chima?
The Skull Twins ship from Space Police.
Yeah,
That's
it
it.
does look like
That's
that a lot.
Actually do have four.
Is it gonna
skins.
come apart and reveal like the tactical nuke laser or whatever that they've got?
I hope so.
Is there
Finally
a
something cool happening?
is there a cop who's just got nothing but a chain?
And I hope-
Hold on.
Trying to find what was the name of that set so I can pull it up.
Hyperspeed Pursuit?
No, it's
Oh,
this
man.
one.
Oh. That was the gold one, you know? The gold one? The gold.
What is this one called? It has a yellow box on the back. Space Police 3. Darn, we could do a whole episode on Space Police 3, couldn't we?
Container heist?
Yeah, Container Heist is the name of the set.
Wait, no,
Is
that's
this-
not the Skull Twins. Oh no, it is Hyperspeed Pursuit. It's not. So it's not the container one, but it is one of the sets. So it's not this one, but there's another set.
Is
I
it
just
Brick
reminded myself.
Daddies? Are we thinking of Brick Daddies?
It's you know what? It's the Hyperspeed Pursuit. It's this thing, and it's Brick Daddy's limo.
It's just all of Space Police 3, really. Just
all
like...
yeah, pretty much like all the bad guys in Space Police 3 got this style before Star Wars did.
See, if George Lucas
And I mean,
was
they
in
have
charge,
more
it would be
stuff.
way cooler.
Yeah, and let's be honest, the bad guys in Space Police have more style than modern Star Wars anyway.
You know what would happen if George Lucas never made Star Wars?
Ford would be happy.
Yes.
The reason Ford is unhappy is because of Star Wars. Tell me I'm wrong.
I mean, I never got to figure out what the wills were.
The will's what you're not in right now. Got him.
But do they will in the cold food and then
Will out hot eat the food.
All right, I've had it with Star Wars. We want to go on to Mace's thing. You want to lead this section, Mace? You don't get to lead sections very often.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, the
Okay.
first set in the...
Well, what are we looking at?
I'm pulling it up right now.
I'll tell the audience what we're doing.
Well, I thought we already briefly discussed it, but I'll
We
cue
did.
them in
But
case
remember,
they
first
forgot it.
rule of show business: always assume your audience is stupid.
Or they
Well,
just
now
tuned in.
Same thing.
For the 1.25 people
Can you
who may or may not have
imagine
tuned in
missing the
theoretically.
beginning of the BCC podcast?
Tragedy.
It's the most iconic.
You're not
part.
rewinding? But anyway,
Sad.
yes. Lego Marvel 2025 sets. Let's see what the rumored sets are. It's pretty much confirmed at this point. There are multiple sources reporting.
When is Spider-Verse Part 2
First-
coming out?
Funny.
there are multiple sources
Yeah.
reporting Spider-Verse 2 is dropped out of the presidential race.
It's been replaced by Kamala Khan.
If you look,
Right.
it's still like if you Google it, it still says June 2nd, 2023.
Bruh.
It really
No.
sucks that was delayed too, because that movie literally just cuts
Well,
off in the middle.
That's when the second movie came out.
Yeah.
Not the
Oh,
third.
I said Across the Spider-Verse Part
Yeah,
2. Not
I know, but that's what
Beyond,
Google shows
it's
you.
beyond the Spider-Verse you're looking for. Isn't it?
I think that's what
Like
was
into,
last.
across, and then beyond. The third one is beyond. I might be wrong, but let's face it, that's not likely.
no one knows. Okay. Anyway.
Well, yeah, it got delayed indefinitely.
Yeah, it's called Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Which is really weird for a movie that just cuts off halfway before.
Yeah, it is not a finished
Imagine
movie. It's not
releasing your
even
movie
full.
and then like a week later you find out you're not getting a sequel even though it's like one of the biggest money makers of the year.
No, what?
Think
it's
about that.
entirely their own fault that the movie isn't releasing on time. They only finished up like voice acting like after the second movie came out. For the third movie.
Animation comes after the voice acting.
Animation starts after the voice acting, right? So, and everyone who reported on Across the Spider-Verse said that the animation process was grueling, and they had
So
to
they
redo
still
a
had
bunch of
to-
scenes, and then a bunch of scenes would just get cut, and then they'd have to redo a bunch of scenes, and all sorts of like production problems that made it impossible to work on the film. So no
they
one
still
really
had to
wants
pay
work
the
on
actors.
film.
They still had to pay the actors to do the lines.
Yeah, so the lines
They still
are
had to pay
complete.
animators. And they're just gonna not release this?
They are going to release it.
Are they
When?
gonna-
I think.
Well, Warner Brothers would teach us a lesson or two on this one. tax write-offs.
Isn't it?
It would
likely
make
that
a heck
Wile E.
of a
Coyote's
tax
gonna be
write-off.
released in some way at this point?
The only
I don't
way it
think
can be
anybody-
is illegally.
Yeah, I don't think anybody bought it.
No, because they had to sue them because so many people tried to buy it, but it wasn't for the price Warner Brothers wanted.
Yeah, Warner Brothers just said,
How
no, we
bad
want
was that
more
movie
money.
that
But no,
they
then they
didn't
want
wanna
more money
release
for the
it?
movie to the point where they think it's worth that much that it would have broken even at the box office, which then means it couldn't have been a tax write-off.
How bad was this movie that they didn't want to release it?
No,
apparently
everyone says it's really good, and that's the thing.
They just don't have faith in it because it's not a popular IP anymore. And Space
which
Jam
Looney
failed.
Tunes?
Which one are we talking about?
Looney
Oh yeah,
Tunes.
Coyote versus
Yeah.
Acme. Yes. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen that.
Ford, you have to realize this is the film that got the most generation and buzz about it, but Warner Brothers, ever since they acquired all these assets, they've been liquidating movies for tax
Oh, I know they
write-offs.
have been. I know they
So,
were really
it's not about
like.
how bad
I
the
know-
movie is.
I know
it's about-
Twitter was really mad about Batgirl
I don't
for
see why,
for
but
some
yeah.
reason.
What if
for
the
some
real reason
reason?
they canceled Batgirl wasn't because it was bad? What if it was actually based?
Mm.
You did have Brendan Fraser as the villain.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
And it was gonna have
Brendan Fraser could play Clayface. Oh, you
What's
know,
his
it's literally a
name?
guy
Black
who thinks thing is being a washed-up actor.
Oh
yeah. It also had
Oh,
it also had
Michael
Michael
Keaton.
Keaton's Batman in it. It was gonna tie into the the masterpiece that is the Flash. Don't you know?
How is that even possible? Because Michael Keaton kills himself in that movie.
Well, it's before he kills himself.
Apparently, they had a bunch of
I
stuff lined
guess.
up with Michael Keaton. Like, theoretically, like they were going to bring back Michelle Pfeiffer at some point. They were talking about it anyways, and it's just like, wow, we could have had all of that, and instead we had the Flash.
Well, we're in the dark timeline where we didn't get him as old Bruce Wayne in a Batman Beyond movie. So
That could have been so cool.
that would have been amazing.
It never would have worked, but in concept.
It still could be cool.
Do you guys realize the Batman Part 2 still isn't coming out until 2026? And I saw that movie with Leo before he got married?
Yeah. According to James Gunn, they're still in the writing phase.
Why are they not working out right away? That movie did good.
He says that he doesn't want to rush them, and that when they tell him they're ready, that's when it'll move forward.
This sounds like a cover-up.
Because they were
Probably.
working on the Penguin the entire time. Don't
Whatever
you know?
happened with that?
I think it's coming.
It's coming out soon.
Like,
coming out
they
in
got
like a week.
trailers
We got a new teaser
Apparently.
for Joker today, actually.
for a Joker or Joker 2.
Wait,
Just for
Mace,
Joker
I'm going to
2.
put this on the screen, link it.
Okay, but I just found it with randomly scrolling videos. I'll try to find it again. Actually, you know what?
You can Google it.
Google is my
Google
friend.
the Jonkler.
It's very, not very exciting. It's just a teaser for an upcoming trailer that will be coming out.
Yeah, so we're going to react.
trailer coming.
Oh, are we gonna do a live Ford
What if it's
reaction?
not
Almost
appropriate
budget.
for all audiences?
Okay, here we go. And sharing it.
Found the Joker, baby.
And pasting it there.
You know, I was laughing like the
This
Joker the other
BCC
day, and it
podcast
scared
is
my
brought
wife.
to you by X. It's what's happening.
We are on
X.
X.
We are sometimes, not recently.
But you should follow us.
And this teaser,
case
the
we
teaser
are.
for the actual trailer is coming tomorrow.
You know what I can't stand?
Harley Quinn.
Well,
What's
yeah, but you know what
Yes.
else?
Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn.
Yes. Well, I don't know
I'd
about
prefer
that
that to Margot Robbie, I think. At this point.
Yeah, at this point, I have to agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
there you go.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
There's your
baby.
Jonker.
Look, it
The
says
Jonker
applause.
and Harley show.
The Jonker and Hurley? Are they stupid?
Is that what it's being called? Is the Joker and Harley?
No, it's Joker.
Filet
yeah,
something like that.
French.
That was part deuce
Well,
or
they
something.
do or
Yeah.
whatever.
Joker, ha ha ha.
Joker.
What's
Is he
all?
stupid?
All right, Nace, you can go forward with the Marvel stuff.
Okay.
Kill
So
me.
speaking of the Jonkler, other
Oh, before
superheroes. Okay, so the first one in the pretty much confirmed rumored set list is the Civil War Airport Battle. That's set to be $100.
Which this is the weirdest
Don't
one
know
to
anything
me
more than
because that was a highly represented scene already.
Yeah, the sets were great. I have a few of them. They were very good.
Yeah, the big Ant-Man, I like that one. That's the first, like, macro fig.
Yeah.
But you know what? I bet it did really well, and they're thinking a bunch of recognizable characters will sell very well. It makes sense.
Probably, yeah.
Alright, next one.
We have the buildable Marvel logo. As weird as that is, it's not a very exciting logo.
For
I'm not gonna lie.
$99.99.
Oh yeah,
No.
$100. It'll maybe come with a buildable Stan Lee. I could see that happening.
Yeah, it should come with a Stanley figure.
Like, if it doesn't come with the Stan Lee figure, it has zero value.
I thought they couldn't do a Stan Lee figure because the state's weird about stuff.
And maybe, but I don't think so because they were able
I
to do
mean,
him as
they let Hasbro make one.
and he's been a playable character in most of the Lego Marvel games, if not all of them.
Yeah, I think there's, what I heard at least, there's different, like, rights issues with its,
If they
like,
can-
physical.
Well, if they can do action figures in video games, I think they
Kevin
can do it.
Feige got a minifigure before Stan Lee did.
Cringe.
I know. What's next?
Okay, so next, finally, we have something exciting and new.
Oh.
We have Spider-Verse Miles Morales versus the Spot, and I never thought I'd get a Spot to add to my collection, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna get.
Spot seems like a cool guy.
Yeah,
I want Bagel Man in my
the Spot
collection.
is
Yes,
one of, like,
finally,
the
the
more
bagel
interesting,
scene.
newer Spider-Man villains in decades, actually.
Wow.
yeah, he absolutely is. He has a pretty cool power and a unique look. I'll have to get used to him not being kind of a good guy like he was in the '90s show.
So
Yeah,
if it's
not in
is
like
it,
a jumpsuit.
do we
Yeah.
know if the set is based on the movie or if it's just
Yes,
like
Definitely
in general
based on
just
the movie.
him?
The
Do you
name
think it's
is
gonna-
called Spider-Verse Miles Morales.
So do you think it's gonna be all like stylized?
I think no, well, maybe, but I think it's going to be more just basic platforms and maybe some spot black circle builds, and then just a few stylized minifigs.
I think it'll
Alright.
come with the bread.
It's only $40 this.
Yeah,
one,
is it
for
is it
example.
gonna
It
come
might
with
come
the
bagel.
croissant? The bagel.
Maybe.
That's it, not the croissant.
It might come with the bagel. We'll see.
It has to come with the bagel.
Either way, I'm excited to include the Spot in my collection. I have so many Venoms, Green Goblins. It's always nice to get someone new. Oh, speaking of someone new, we have Iron Man's Cars. Yes, that's what it says. Iron Man's Cars. And Black Panther versus Red Hulk.
So
Wait, Iron Man's Cars, that's a
Mhm.
separate set from
No,
Black
this
Panther
is the
or
same
Red
set.
Hulk.
Iron Man's Cars and Black Panther versus Red Hulk. That is the name of the set. Iron Man's Cars.
It's not a
and Black
name.
Panther versus Red
so
Hulk.
we get
Iron Man's
Harrison
not there.
Ford.
He's dead. It's just his cars.
Now, if you ask me,
So
I
wait,
bet
is
this will
it
be
like-
a 4+ set.
Yeah, probably.
will it be Shuri as the Black Panther?
Very
don't know.
possibly, maybe so. But I doubt it.
Harrison Ford as the Red Hulk?
I don't
Wait.
think it's a 4+ set.
It's a $35 set. There are rumors that it'll be Red Hulk minifigure instead of Big Fig, whereas Big Fig is expected in the
Wait.
Falcon set, which is coming out in December.
Black Panther comes from Africa. They're too poor to drive.
Lord's just trying to get us canceled now.
It's on his bingo card, isn't it?
But Wakanda hoards all the wealth, so they'll be fine. What's this Iron Man's
That's
car?
true. That's true. I forgot they were a vibranium ethnostate.
Mhm.
Okay.
The next one is finally another good one. Spider-Man versus Venom's Venomized car. To add to the Miles car and the Spider-Man car that we've gotten. Every year we get a new car. Next year we'll get
I
Green
don't know what you're
Goblin's
talking about
car.
the
I guess.
Miles car. I've got a Morbius car.
Yeah, we do have a Miles car, but that might be a Morbius car if you have an imagination. We have the Spider-Man car that came out this year, and
If it's not a
Now we're getting-
Morbius car, then why does it morb?
that's true. It mobbed all over. Lots of
Orbs
people.
all over the place.
Venom's Venomized car probably means it'll have some kind of symbiote-like characteristics going on. Maybe some
It's
teeth and
probably
an open
like a
mouth.
Spider-Man car,
They'll
but it's
add
half
to,
Venom.
like- Yeah, it's like the
That could be cool.
Spider-Man car, but they'll add like some spikes,
And then
probably.
have Groot thrown in there just because, like, why not?
Right.
Yeah, why not?
Uh,
Just throw in Venomized Groot. Like,
We'll have Venomized Carnage because they've run out of characters.
Yeah, Venomized Venom. Let's go, guys.
Venomized, what's his
Venomized
name?
Eddie Brock.
6 months? You know?
If they do Venomized J. Jonah Jameson, that would be pretty dope. But
Honestly,
anyway,
though, it is kind of weird we haven't gotten like an Eddie Brock, at least like a head sculpt or head
Venomized
sculpt,
Black Panther.
like a head like
Venomized
Prince or whatever.
Horse. I want Venomized Horse.
Venom, Your Honor,
yeah,
it is a
thing.
Venom
Horse.
horse.
I've heard of Venomized Horse though.
Yeah, the Venom horse.
Oh,
Venom
you're right, it's in the
horse.
trailer.
Venom
That's
horse.
the main character in Venom 3.
Your Honor, it is a Venom horse.
Okay, after that we have a set including a character I never thought we'd get. Spider-Man Spider-Man Mech versus Anti-Venom. I did not
Oh.
expect
need
Anti-Venom.
another Spider-Man mech. It seems like they
Yes,
could
we
just
do.
had- Also,
Iron
No,
Man
no,
is getting
no.
up to 3. Iron Man cannot be allowed to have as many Spider-Man.
Isn't
Not
Spider-Man
fair.
3?
Can't happen. Not allowed. Spider-Man does have 3. And Iron Man can't tie. Spider-Man has to have more.
I feel like Anti-Venom is like the perfect one to make a mech for, because he's like so big.
I
Well, he
thought
won't be a
Anti-Venom
mech.
was a good guy.
Well, he was... Okay, so you know how Batman fights Azrael?
Yeah.
It's like that.
So he's like, he kind of starts out as a bad guy and then he flip-flops.
So it's kind of like Anti-Venom is an anti-symbiote zealot to the point of multiple attempted murders, at least in the original incarnation. And so Spider-Man has to keep him from killing like Riot or Toxin. Toxin's a good guy. You can't just kill Toxin because he has an alien.
Wait, Toxin's a good guy?
Oh yeah, Toxin is the son of Carnage. He bonded with the police officer. They're good guys through and through.
Man, that never would have happened today.
No, it's probably why you don't see Toxin show up very much, huh?
Well, that's why Carnage dies in Carnage: The Last Dance.
Yeah, he dies, but he's back already. You know how Carnage be.
You know, Carnage.
But yeah, that'll be $15, and it looks like the Venom mech versus Miles Morales set a trend where mechs are going to be coming with an enemy minifig from here on out. Spider-Man mech versus Anti-Venom. Next up, we have Iron Man mech versus Ultron, which is why we had to have a Spider-Man mech, because Iron Man was getting one and they're not allowed to tie. So Iron Man mech versus Ultron. That is also $15. I assume it'll be more of a comics class.
Wait,
It's like
Iron Man
Ultron,
versus
so I could be
what?
wrong.
Ultron.
Ultron.
Oh.
Yeah, you know the Age of Ultron?
Yeah.
The 3 day,
He's the famous guy.
1 day
Oh,
span.
okay.
It was his age.
Yep. It'd be cool to see a new Ultron.
So Iron Man mech versus Ultron is the final of the 7.
Mace, what is your percentage of mechs that you have from Marvel?
I am
line?
only missing 2, and that's because they're brand new.
You mean Iron Man and Spider?
So you've been keeping up on them?
I have. They were a
both
gift.
Hulk mechs?
No, there's only one, I
I
thought.
thought there's 2. They had one in the old style, one in the new. Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm pretty sure there's only one. I have both of the Iron Mans, both of the Thanos, and all 3 of the Spider-Man.
I mean, I was thinking of Thanos.
Yeah, I have both of the
Thanos
fan.
cop-
I mean,
And
there's
both.
if you count Miles, there's like 8 Spider-Man mechs.
And I have them all.
Well, that's great.
I'm
Fantastic.
only missing Venom Mech, the second Venom Mech, versus Miles and War Machine because they're brand new and
Do
I
you have the
haven't had a
Ghost
chance
Rider
to.
one?
I do. It's a very nice motorcycle he's got.
Try
I
it.
Plus
saw
it's-
someone rebuild that one into an Exotoa for Brick
Nice.
Tahoe.
I've seen that too.
There's
Yeah.
like no good subcategory for these on Brickset.
No. I can't believe we got Darth Vader, Boba Fett, and Stormtrooper. If we got Jar Jar, I'd buy it that day one.
Isn't it
The
weird
Darth
that Star
Vader
Wars
one is too
also has
silly.
this, but they don't have DC mechs?
Yes.
No, they
I think
just
did
made one.
Batman.
They made a Batman.
Did they just
Apparently
make a
next
Batman?
year.
Batman.
Yeah. Apparently next year they're gonna make one for like Superman and Lex Luthor.
No
I was
Green
gonna say,
Lantern?
if they don't do Lex Luthor versus Superman mech set, they're idiots.
I
I think
know.
they should make a Green Lantern one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Green Lantern mech versus.
Green,
You know,
color.
last year I gave you know the Batman 89 like minifig?
Yeah.
They made it a keychain. I gave it to somebody for their birthday. I knew full well this guy was like really into like the Justice League comics when he was a kid.
Mhm.
And he's like, "Oh, you know what? I'd love to see a Kyle Rayner minifigure." And I was like, "Me too." Me too. Because they made like almost every Green Lantern except for Kyle Rayner.
Have they done Guy? I don't think they've done Guy yet either.
They have not done Guy Gardner though. Does anyone want them to?
They likely will with the new Superman Legacy set. I'm sure they'll do at least one.
Wait, is he in that movie?
He absolutely is.
Wait, why is Guy Gardner in a Superman movie?
They have like 20 different.
Yeah,
DC
they have like so
heroes
many
now.
superheroes in that one movie. It's
They got Mr.
ridiculous.
Terrific, Hawk Girl,
Why?
Guy Gardner.
Because it's about the plot.
I think it's like, oh, superheroes exist, but they're showy and flashy, and they don't have true heart until Superman teaches them to have true heart, or something like that.
Yeah, basically it's like, oh, all regular superheroes are becoming the boys from The
Yeah.
Boys, but Superman, he's still pretty cool.
And then he
Oh, okay.
shows them how to be Superman-style heroes instead of the boys-style heroes, something like that.
What's he
in
gonna
a
be
way,
like,
that's
"Oh,
kind
you
of a
know-
refreshing plot based on the Superman is evil standard plots we've been
Yeah,
getting.
is he like, you don't have to fight all the bad guys. Sometimes you just need to save a cat from a tree.
Want to know
Save
who the
people
main
from the
bad
burning
guy
Save
is?
a cat.
building.
You know?
Is he actually gonna do that?
He is. There is photos of him saving a cat, for sure.
Like 100.
So you're
100
telling
we've
me
got-
this is gonna be a cartoon?
No, we're
Yeah,
telling you
but
it
it
could be
always
good.
It always was a cartoon. They shouldn't be ashamed of that.
Okay.
You've seen how horrible and stupid it gets when it's ashamed of its existence.
I
right?
don't know. I feel like it's gonna. If it's James Gunn, it's gonna be incredibly self-aware.
Hey, look, guys, I'm Superman.
There is- look, I will give the first outing a chance, honestly.
We'll see. I mean, if this isn't good, then the whole thing's dead.
Yeah,
Listen,
it's
James
true.
Gunn made Scooby Doo and Scooby Doo 2. We should give it a chance.
I'll give him a chance.
That's
on the
not a
basis
ringing
that he already has
endorsement.
fun.
Look, James Gunn also made Slither, and I hate that movie. It's so disgusting.
But
I don't know of that, but I'm going to count my lucky stars.
Don't watch it.
I don't really have much hope for it, but I will say I'm willing to give it a chance more than I am like anything from Marvel right now.
Oh, definitely. What, you're not gonna go see Deadpool 3?
I did not see Deadpool 1 or Deadpool 2.
You're not missing much.
have you seen Logan, though?
I did see Logan.
It's a continuation of that.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
How can it be a continuation? He died at the end.
Well,
Because
it's sort of
Deadpool
is, but-
stops it somehow.
No,
they literally
um,
confirmed right before this movie came out that the girl X-23 who was in Logan is gonna be in Deadpool
Yes, but-
X Wolverine. And it's like, that's one of the worst things you could do take a big reveal like that and then just be like, yeah.
Wait, why is it
by the
called
way-
Deadpool X Wolverine?
Because-
What
Oh,
are they
Deadpool
like?
and
Are they like in love with each other
You're
or
thinking
something?
of Sonic X Shadows
It's not called
Generations.
X.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
and. Deadpool
Same
and
movie.
Wolverine is the name of the movie.
Different name.
It was Godzilla X Kong though.
Yeah, Godzilla X Kong, Deadpool
Sonic
X
X
Wolverine.
Shadow. It should have
Sonic-
been Deadpool X Wolverine. It's just a year for it.
You know.
Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness.
Okay.
Well,
I don't know. That's all the sets, I think.
That's all 7 of them, yes.
So Anti-Venom will be a cool minifigure to see.
Yeah. 3 of them being Spider-Man is very cool. Potentially 4 if he's in the airport battle, and you know what? I bet he will be. 4 of them being Spider-Man is the correct ratio.
Will they make a good airport battle Hawkeye?
Maybe. Actually, this time, probably yes.
They've been getting better, and then worse again, and then better again, and worse again. Apparently,
I kind of
Jeremy Renner's face is
regretted
hard
not
to
getting the.
get in Lego form.
Yeah. Poor Jeremy Renner. Trampled by a tractor. And bad, ugly Lego adaptations. Man can't catch a break.
Alright, but we are running towards the end of our time, so I want to remind everyone to go ahead and join the BCC Crew Discord server. You like talking about Lego or whatever else is on your mind, you can join the BCC Crew Discord server. Link is in the description below. You can follow us on X if we ever remember to post there as well. And also, as always, please like, comment, subscribe, notification bell, share the show, all those good things that help us reach more viewers in the algorithm. So, for Ford, Ace, Luris, and myself, LQ, we thank you for listening, and we'll see you on the next episode.